Hi, and welcome to Correct Way. And today I'm gonna tell you about everything that you need to know about the upgrades on the Begode X-Way. So let me tell you more about it. But the question is, can we actually ride back up those stairs? Let's see. Uno, pretty easy. Dos. Okay, deal. 3. And the suspension, much better now. And yeah, that's not a small stair set either. I need to go back down again. Maybe to add a little bit of spice, I can go down backwards here. I think I can. Whee! And the last ones too, with a little jump. Hoop. Nice. So if you don't know anything about the Begode X-Way, then feel free to check out my main review of this wheel. I posted that a couple months ago. Today I'm just going to tell you about all of the upgrades that Begode added to this wheel, like better suspension, different charger, and a couple different stuff. But basically, this is just like a dirt bike, but on one wheel. Woo! Man, I love these new Grizzla sync pads. They're so good. Coupon code wrong way or correct way if you want to get one of those. Is the suspension any better though? Let's see. Whee! Yeah, man. This is, I think right now this is like one of the best suspension, if not the best suspension system out there on the market. It is just so much smoother now. And I have the PWM alarms on 70%, so I don't fall flat on my face. I will hear beeps first. So yeah, much better than on the Leaperkin wheel. But if you want to know just the basics, here we have a oh no, wrong. So yeah, when it comes to just the basics of this wheel, 3000 watt-hour battery, so pretty huge. Lots of power. I don't really know how they can. Just lots. That's what is happening here. I think 3,500 watts nominal, like 8,000 peak. So yeah, 100 kilometer range, extremely fast, can climb 45-degree inclines, can go up to like 70 kilometers an hour. Like, my only issue with that is that, you know, motorcycles that go so fast, they are actually tested by a government or by a big entity, so they're actually safe to use, but this is not. This is like, you just trust Begode, which is a company that, would I trust them? Probably not, because I fell on their wheels a couple times. I think it's a lot of thrill, it's a lot of excitement, but yeah, it might be also dangerous for your health. So even though when you're wearing protectors like me, you still might get really hurt, because this is lethal. By the way, Begode sent me this wheel for free to keep. I'm gonna sell it after all of the reviewing processes are done. But actually, I'm not gonna recommend you any shop to buy it from, because I don't work with anyone anymore. I'm quitting EUCs. I am very happy on my bikes. I have a road bike now, I have a gravel bike, and that's something that I really enjoy doing. So if you want to get anything like this, like no wrong way code, just for the pads really. So yeah, no shop recommendations, just me riding on the Begode X-Way. Let's check out the suspension on those stones here. Whoa. Whoa. Man, it's so smooth. It's not rattling. It's like, it doesn't really feel Begode if it doesn't rattle. Am I riding a Begode wheel? New tire also, you can see it's Shinko-like. It's not a Shinko, but has the shape of a Shinko. All right, let me guide you through the differences on the X-Way versus the prototype I've been testing before. Just making myself a kickstand. Maybe that was a bad idea altogether. Oh, it stands. Nice. So from the outside, you wouldn't be really able to tell that it's a new X-Way. There's some minor details, like I think there's a Velcro now here. Very cool. So you have a trolley handle that doesn't flop around. The top stayed pretty much the same. I don't like the fact that there's just one layer of plastic between this and the control board. Emotion wheels, veteran wheels, they have 2 layers of plastic. The electronics are just not so as exposed as they are on Begode wheels. Charge port here on the side, and the cables don't fall out on their own anymore here. They used to. Here we have a USB charge port for charging your phone on the go. Could be useful sometimes. We have the new tire, Shinko-esque, as you can see. Still fills up with sand if you go really off-road, but I think it's a little bit more like mellow, a bit nicer to ride on this one. It doesn't have the sort of tilt shift effect of the knobby tires that we usually get, like the Kenda 262 or the CSTC 186. The pedal mounts doesn't change, like just 4 tiny screws here. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know how long this will survive. And on the rear we have a brighter tail light. I mean, it's sun outside, so you can't tell now, but it is brighter. It's not as bright as, for example, the light you can use on those grizzly pads. Boom. This one you can actually see in the broad daylight, but it is what it is. We have a improved mudguard. Hopefully this one will not snap in half like the one that I had before. It's reinforced now. This didn't change, I believe, just the plastics. They look a bit better, they look a little bit more refined, but not as nice as the nylon on the Leaperkim wheels. And of course the most important upgrade is the suspension, because now suspension actually works on Begode. Look at that. It's crazy. It works so smooth. This is now, I think, the smoothest suspension on the market, and you can adjust the geometry on the fly here with 2 Allen keys. I had a bit before, I had very soft, or like very, yeah, I think it's soft, very, the wheel sits very low to the ground, then I just put it all the way hard. That's how I am. You can also like change the pressure here, adjust compression, adjust rebound. That's the same as it used to be. The wheel doesn't pop up as fast as it possibly could. I think the rebound could be faster, but still, this is sublime now. Like, this feels really good. The question is, for how long? Now that's a wheel I definitely enjoy riding a lot, especially with the new Grizzly Sync pads. They are freaking amazing. They are a total game changer, and because of these pads, I can make the wheel beep like anytime. These pads makes wheels weak. So yeah, I freaking love to ride with those, and the X-Way becomes an even more exciting machine if I have those pads on. So those are basically the changes. Just let me ride around a little and chat with you guys and gals. And yes, just not leave any traces of Begode here. Now first let's talk about the X-Way from a perspective that you guys are used to, from a wheeler's perspective. And in that regard, the X-Way, with all of the newest upgrades, fixes a lot of issues that I have in general about wheels. You heard that beep. I have the PWM alarm set to 70%. I feel quite safe when it comes to accelerating on it, because I know it will remind me that I'm overpowering it. I won't just, like, you know, fall flat on my face and then later it beeps. Leaperkim. So that's something I really like about it. I like the customization of the software. You can really adjust the ride to your liking, how the pedals behave. And while it is not a, I would say, perfectly connected to the rider software, like we have, for example, the Kingsong software. I mean, the Kingsong software is so good. I rode the F22 backwards here. Well, I ride the X-Way. I think I will. Just very slowly. Ooh. One coming. No one coming. Pretty big steer set. It's not as, you know, responsive, and the pedals don't stay as flat as on Kingsong wheels, but, you know, this is the most power you'll get with a decent software. I just don't trust what Leaperkim, whatever they're doing with their software. I'm not the biggest fan of what they're doing in general. I mean, you know, those wheels are pretty durable, but yeah, different story. Anyway, so from a rider's perspective, this feels really good in terms of software. The balance is pretty top heavy. It's a heavy wheel. You can get the X-Way also in the lighter variant, which is 134 volt, which I would honestly suggest to do if you are intending to use this wheel for jumps, street spots, etc. Because you know, 42 kilos versus 38 kilos, something like that. It's a lot better. I also use the Blitz a lot. Probably you're asking yourself, Should I get the Blitz? Should I get the X-Way? Well, if you're a lighter rider, get the Blitz because it's just lighter. Feels a lot more agile, a lot more zippy. But the X-Way is what Begode at least is recommending for off-road use. So that's from a EUC rider's perspective. But what is it like from the perspective of a retired wheelaholic, aka me, that didn't ride a wheel for weeks? Like I did ride it yesterday for a commercial or a shoot we did with Grizzly for the sync pads. But apart from that, I just ride my bike now. I ride my road bike. I have a bit of a gravel-ish bike. I ride my skateboard. I have a longboard. And I'm all basically analog now and public transport. Sometimes I use the car, but very, very rarely. I don't feel good driving a car. Even my electric one I prefer not to drive a car if it's possible, and most of the times it is possible. And from the perspective of someone that cycles a lot now, wheels just don't give me enough exercise. Like I can't get as sweaty as I can on a bike. And honestly, guys, I just feel so good not having a power button, batteries, etc., etc. I have to say that even though safety has stepped up throughout the years, I don't think like it's still on the level that I can like entirely entirely trust a machine like this, even though I'm doing something very stupid on it right now. Oh my god. So the thing is, a couple of my friends had cutouts on Begodes, on Leaperkim wheels, on whatever wheels, and the thing is that right now I'm recording a video, and I'm having sort of fun and I'm ready to fall. But if I just travel around the city, I go on, bike paths, sidewalks, I go on, occasionally the street. Oh, I'm singing in the rain. I'm not, it's not raining. It's a shortcut, believe me. Woo! So yeah, if I'm doing all of the stuff that you have seen right now, I'm like not really stressed because I'm ready to crash. But if I just travel around, like, I don't know, that the thing can just turn off. Like, I really would want it to be the case that I'm, not stressed, even though the percentage of an X-Way cutting off is very small. It's still there. And this just doesn't make me chill when riding around the city. And that's why I need to wear knee pads. I need to be ready if something happens. Is that a double? That is a double. Okay, let's do a double. How fast do we need to go? Pretty fast. Yeet. Nice. Oh, it was a double-double. But okay, I won't do a double-double because there's too much happening here. And stairs. Whee! Did you ever hear such a quiet Begode wheel? I didn't. So yeah, for just getting around the city, I feel like I can get the exercise on the bike. I don't need to wear so much gear. And I can leave it outside, no stress, no batteries, nothing to turn on or off. Of course, sometimes I wish I didn't need to pedal so hard, but in the end it does well for my health. And if something's far away, I just use public transport. And here comes the second issue. Even though we have smart BMSs for now on wheels, 168 volt wheel, made in China, without any UL 2272 certification. That certification needed, I believe, just for the US. So not all companies have that, but I would want to have a wheel that is 100% safe in terms of battery. And right now, only the Emotion V9 has this certificate. And with that said, if I just bring it into public spaces, like I just don't feel so comfortable as with leaving my bicycle outside. So if it had LFP batteries, that would be a little bit safer, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's all we have here. So essentially, now that I'm thinking about this wheel in sort of a open mind and just looking from the side, this is a dirt bike that is essentially too powerful to be legal anywhere outside of your home premises. Of course, you can ride it reasonably, but still, it's essentially like a motorcycle, just on one wheel. And you can fall on it, you can clip the pedals much easier than on a bicycle. You can, actually, can I go down and up? Let's try. Oh, these are pretty steep, but okay, let's try at least one set. Oh my goodness, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Would need a bigger tire diameter to make this comfortably. So yeah, this is essentially like a dirt bike that, you know, can sadly turn off if something's wrong with the electronics. My friend Jehor in Prague had a random cutout recently. My friend Rafał had a cutout here in Warsaw on a Master Pro. I was pushing the wheel a lot throughout the years, but still, like, what is the longevity of such a control board? Like, do I need to change it after X amount of hours? Like, you know, it's just electronics, and the problem is that if something goes wrong on a one-wheel device, then you are falling. So, you know, hull-less riding mode is good. I don't know if this wheel has that. I think it doesn't. But veteran wheels have that. But still, this is not all the things that can go wrong on a wheel. It's not only Hall sensors, it's MOSFETs, it's batteries, it's, you know, what they're called. If you have any sort of deterioration of your shell, water might get in, and then you have the chance of getting a short circuit. Like, it's just a lot of things to worry about. And while it is, you know, possible to use it, I'm just, you know, signing off from this amount of stress in my head. It's just not worth the payoff. I get my bike, it works. I need to lube the chain, check some stuff, and I'm fine. No, like, nothing to worry about the battery, no turn off, on switch. It just works, and that's what I prefer now. But here we have a lot of stairs, and that's something that I can't do yet very well on a bike. Don't even have a right bike for that. So let's enjoy them on the X-Way. Suspension is so much better than before. Oh, another thing is also electronics. Even though the electronic is pretty well, and the software really got so much better over the years on wheels, the pedals still dip on every wheel. There is some imperfection, and every jump, therefore, is different, and too much relies on electronics. When I'm doing such stuff on a bike, I know that it's very, very repetitive. Every time it's the same, and I don't need to worry about cutoff angle, about, you know, tilt angle of the EUC, nothing like that. So for the Atom from like 2-3 years ago, this wheel would be perfect. With the weight, with the power it has, the suspension actually working, Begode having a smart BMS, you know, somewhat a decent repairability, not so many screws, but, you know, could be better. A decent front light, tail light, like everything that basically I've been asking for in wheels, except for the heavy weight of this wheel, is in the X-Way. But now that the perspective shifts, I think that this wheel is just too heavy to be safe, especially when doing jumps and off-roading. It can hurt you, it can spin out, and then you can, you know, get hurt on your legs, feet, whatever, even if you have protectors on. And you can also hurt others when you're riding outside in the city, because, you know, this becomes a projectile. It doesn't really fall like a bike. It tumbles, and if you fall wrongly, it can even keep on riding by itself and hurt someone. So yeah, for me from a couple years ago, I guess this wheel would be perfect. Right? No. Stop. Right now I feel like it is sadly a bit too heavy and a bit too dangerous to use. But I do occasionally miss the skill that I have on the wheel, because can't ride it, you know, stairs backwards, down backwards on a bike yet. But when I'm on the skate park, I enjoy my surf skate a lot more. And if you want to see a little more of my analog shenanigans now, feel free to subscribe to my channel called Apundance, and there you'll have a lot more of this stuff. And I'm very excited because probably within the next couple of weeks I won't have any battery powered product at home, and that's something I'll tell you about in a different video. So if you're still here, it's been a bit of a review, a bit of a not review, then yeah, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next one. But I'll ride around a little bit, just a little bit to see what I'm still capable of.
A few moments later.
Honestly, I thought about riding a bit more, but I don't know, I just get bored too quickly. I don't have enough exercise. And as I'm always doing honest stuff on this channel, yeah, I'm just gonna go back home. I don't feel like riding. This is my life now. I love to cycle a bit more, though. It's so satisfying. So yeah, take care, guys. Bye.